A Canadian woman, the first person to be identified as one of the 7 victims in the London Bridge attack from the weekend, ISIS claiming responsibility. It is the 3rd terror attack in England in 3 months, leaving many with questions about public security. Mubin Shaikh is a former CSIS and RCMP operative working on cases, including the Toronto 18, joins us right now with a few answers to some questions. First of all, the reason I was sort of laughing a little bit as we came on was that we were talking about the various degrees of leadership here. We have the full-blown panic from Donald Trump, Elizabeth May, who wants to put her foot down, to, you said, the best leadership we've had so far is?
Ariana Grande.
Yeah. There's somebody who's leading by example and leading this way. People are looking for leadership right now. They're looking for answers. They're looking for this thing to be over. They're looking for the good guys to beat the bad guys. And it's not that simple.
Yeah, it's we don't live in a movie. It's not a TV show. You know, everyone says, you know, we demand an end to these attacks, but demanding an end to attacks is not going to end attacks. It's going to require hard work, counterterrorism work. And we're in for the long haul. This is not over. This is not the last attack. Ramadan, ISIS has encouraged their acolytes to attack people in Ramadan. So you're going to see more attacks like this in Europe and elsewhere.
And Ramadan continues for another few weeks now.
Yeah.
So we may see more. The thing is that these soldiers, and ISIS claimed responsibility, but have shown no proof whatsoever that it was one of their, quote, soldiers. This is a different kind of army, though. They don't wear uniforms. They don't have one gathering spot. And they recruit through the internet. I mean, if you look for it, you could be recruited today if you wanted. What are we doing right? What are we doing wrong right now? You advise governments.
Yeah, I think we have to understand our limits. You know, they're free speech limits. So people can say certain things, as abhorrent as we find them, they're allowed to say it. Then you have the issue of private corporations like Twitter, Facebook, that manage social platforms, that unfortunately some of the criticisms that people have made is that they're more interested in their bottom line than any kind of greater social responsibility. If they start to tell or make known to the public that, yeah, we give up account information to the police, well, then they're going to lose membership in their platforms.
The argument is going to be, of course, is at what point do we infringe on free speech for regular people? And so what could we do to try and at least ensure our free speech, but at the same time ensure that Facebook and Twitter, et cetera, are being forthcoming?
You know, I'm sorry to be a little facetious when I say it, but look, most people, you're not that important, okay? Mm-hmm. You can say all sorts of things that you want online, and the government's not going to track you because you told the government off or something. Yeah. But if there are certain other, you know, clusters of behaviors that you're doing, visiting certain sites, in contact with certain people, then when you post certain things, it's more than just free speech. It's more than just you posting for the sake of posting. It's you posting for the sake of the network or the group or the objective. So most people the government doesn't care about, doesn't have time for, but for those other people, just understand that we are going to track them.
We're also looking for solid answers about what do we do? How do we protect ourselves? But how do you protect yourself against a vehicle traveling along seemingly innocently on a street right behind us?
Yeah. Well, actually, I look back here and I said, you know, a car could definitely drive right through. You know, what you should do is, and I do this a lot as well, whenever you're traveling, find out where you're traveling. So find out the information that the government has put out on that country. Find out or have the numbers for the Canadian embassies, other emergency contact places, your relatives. Get in touch with people as soon as you can, and stay in safe areas. You know, have rendezvous points, stand near pillars, concrete, steel pillars, where, you know, vehicles might not be able to as easily attack as others.
All right. Thank you very much, Mubin, for coming in and giving us a few answers. But this is so complex. I think the more we learn about it, though, I think the closer we are becoming understanding a little bit better.
Knowledge is power.
All right. Thank you very much.
Cheers.
Let's go upstairs. Here's Mel.